Hi, my name is Dante Watts, and for the demonstrative video, I'm going to do a basics video on photography. I taught myself photography, and I've been doing it ever since I was a little kid, but my dad let me use his fancy camera starting freshman year, and then I bought my own. First, we'll start with which lenses to choose. This lens's range is a standard 18 through 55 millimeters, which is a slight wide angle at the bottom at 18, and then basically the human vision at 55 millimeters. And then for shots that you're taking further away, you would need what's called a telephoto lens, and this one is 15 to 250 millimeters, which means that it can zoom a lot. The one I have on here currently is what's called a fixed 50 millimeter. And these two attachments are a macro lens for very close-up photography and a wide-angle lens if you want to get a lot of the shot in one photo. So for the demonstratives, like I said, I'll be using this, and I've already gone over the lenses and which ones to use, so now we'll go over aperture, which is a very important function. This is your focal range, and so at a low aperture, such as 1.8, which is one of the lowest it can go, you're going to have a lot of blur beyond your subject. So for example, if I'm taking a photo of this fence, which is up close, then everything behind it is going to be extremely blurred. Comparatively to if you go on the opposite side of the spectrum, which is focal point 22, that's going to be able to put everything in focus. So if you want to take photos of mountain ranges or things that are much further away, so now the whole thing's in focus. Next, I will talk about the ISO real quick. The ISO is for your exposure. So if you have a lot of light, then you will be down at 100 to 200 exposure. But on examples like this, a cloudy day, we may want anywhere from 2, 4, or 800 ISO. And this is the ISO range all the way from, on my camera, 100 to 12,800, which is a lot. And then now we will go on to continue that subject of exposure. We'll talk about the shutter speed. Shutter speed is going to control how much light comes into, for how long it's going to come into the camera. So if I wanted to take a picture of this dog that's running around, I would likely choose a high shutter speed so that he is not a blurred trail, but rather a crisp running dog in the moment. And another thing you can do on the opposite side of a fast shutter speed is a low shutter speed. And with that, I like to take photos of waterfalls, and so it creates a very silky, smoothie look with water. You can do it on lakes to smooth out the waves as well. And when you're doing long exposures, you're likely going to have to make your ISO all the way down to the 100 so that your photo is not just all white from being what's called overblown. And that's the basics of how to do photography. Thank you, and I'm Dante Watts. Have a good day.